Hi, my name is Liz. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're either going to be getting a BBL, you're thinking about getting a BBL, you're on the fence, you don't know what's up and what it's like to have this surgery. If you watched my last video, I talk about and document most of my journey, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the price for you. I have everything written down, so I'm going to go down this list. It's not in any particular order, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit details about each thing. Hopefully this information helps you out in any way possible, because I know it's really hard to find really good information out there, so I really tried to break it down possibly can. I went to Miami Life Plastic Surgery. My doctor's name was Dr. Nassif. So for the surgery itself, it was $4,500 minus a $250 deposit that I paid months prior. If you haven't watched my last video, I did have a little situation when surgery came around. I ended up having to pay another $250, which was refunded to me, but it was just a very annoying thing. I did get nursing, and I got nursing through Blushing Dolls Concierge, and I paid for $1,200 for 2 days originally, but I ended up having to pay an extra $250 for my nurse to stay overnight, since my surgery ended up running pretty late. I wasn't even gonna get the full hours. Nikita recommended that I get overnight care, so I basically ended up paying $1,450 for 2 days. Basically $600 per night. A little pricey, but I felt like I needed it, and I am glad that I did it. I do 100% recommend them. The nurses were super sweet. I think her name was Glacy or Lacey. She was literally the best. We literally were at one point, we were just chilling watching movies together. She was so attentive. She made me food. She made sure I was hydrated. When I went to my post-op appointment, she brought my snacks. She was just a very caring and attentive nurse. I had like multiple phone calls with her, and she would give me advice, and she was just really on it, and I would recommend her. I would recommend her business 10 out of 10. If you don't have anyone to help you recover, don't go alone. Please don't go alone. I would not have been able to do any of this if I would have gone alone. The nurses do help the person that is going to be taking care of you after they leave, give them advice and when to give you the medication, and just like little tips here and there. So they really helped my man take care of me even after they left. So it's actually so sad and so crazy that the nurses would tell me that some girls come out here to Miami to get surgery, and while their girl is out fucking like recovering, they're out partying. Like, please don't bring one of those. If you have one of those, that's an issue in itself, but don't bring him with you, girl. Like, literally might as well just leave him at home, because it's not something you want to go through alone. And luckily for me, I do think I was blessed enough that I've had a very easy recovery. I didn't experience pain like the other girls do, and I just want to say that I do feel like I am the exception. I do think that for the most part there is a lot of pain associated with the surgery. I did not have that though. The only pain that I have had was from my incisions the first couple of days and my back pain. Other than that, I was just pretty much stiff and just feeling weak. My plane tickets, I made the stupid mistake of getting my plane tickets basically the week before my surgery, because I was waiting for my surgery clearance. I just really wanted to make sure that I could actually do this surgery, that I was healthy enough. So in my head, it made more sense to wait. But realistically, if you're gonna do this surgery, I would just get insurance on them and just get the tickets as soon as possible, because they fluctuate, and I happened to get it when it was the most expensive. For the Airbnb, for 7 nights, I paid $1,586. The Airbnb, actually Nikita from Blushing Dolls helped me get this Airbnb. The Airbnb where I stayed at, hotspot for girls to recover in. So much that when I got there, in the living room, there's a pull-out couch, and we ended up finding a chuck pad with someone else's fluid. It was really, 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 really gross. And I did not complain to the host, because I was like, well, I'm gonna feel like a hypocrite. I'm literally there to do the same thing, so I didn't want to complain. I will say though, they had some rules about using white towels, and they would charge you if those white towels were dirtied. But the funny thing is, if you looked at my last video, the little Airbnb tour that I did, all their sheets are white and all their towels are white. So actually we ended up going to Target to buy trash bags, because they only had like one small trash can, and trust me, you're gonna need those trash bags. And we ended up having to buy another towel, a black towel that I could use, so whenever I took showers after my massages, I could clean myself up, because sometimes, you know, you're gonna be draining, so you don't want that extra charge. I do recommend this Airbnb spot because it was spacious enough where my girl could do my massages. But I will say, straight off surgery, if you looked in my last video, I wasn't given a wheelchair. So when I walk into this Airbnb, it's literally like a hotel. There's like a front desk situation going on, and I had to like walk all of that, had to get on an elevator, had to go up the elevator, and then go down this very, very long hall. I'm sure somewhere in here I have footage, and I will put it up for you guys to see, but I kid you not, it felt like the longest walk of my life. Like massages, I went to Shapes by Lou, and I paid for 4 sessions, $460. I was out there for 5 days, but on my 5th day, I actually went home. My flight was at 7 in the morning, so she didn't get to give me another massage. But as soon as I landed in LAX, I got some food, I rested, and I went to Rose Skin Spa, and I'm continuing my massages there. They were so nice enough to take me like that day. For my post-IV drip, I went to Quench. I paid $275 for my post-IV drip through Quench, and I just want to say that all of these places, like my post-IV drip and my massages, it was all hooked up for me, not like paid for, but Nikita from Blushing Dolls hooked me up with these businesses that she's associated with, and that's how I got and found my post-IV drip and my massages. I will say though, I went to a faja store and I spent around $200 my 3rd day post-op. I was already in a stage 2 faja, and I ended up buying like, it's like a slip, like a Skims a slip situation. It was just really soft, so the faja could like slip on me more easy, because it was really painful the first 3-4 days, I would say, to get in and out of my faja. It really hurt, so that slip really helped me like get it over my butt and get it over my body, and not be as painful. But that is something that you don't need, okay? That was like an extra cost, and I regret it, because I was like, well, this was literally a one-time use, so like I know that you're gonna be in pain and you want some like relief on certain things, but don't waste your money. Like, don't waste your money on like in the moment type things, because it's not worth it in the end. You just end up overspending. And another thing that I didn't buy, but my man bought for me, was went to the pharmacy and he ended up buying an oxygen finger situation so he could monitor my oxygen and my heart rate. I also have an Apple Watch and it's pretty accurate. I tested it. And then he also ended up buying a blood pressure machine. I'm not sure how much that was. I think he might have said $50, but that I 100% recommend you guys to get. Whoever's taking care of you, because don't take care of yourself, can monitor your blood pressure and your heart rate and your oxygen and make sure that you're good. It's so true what people say. If you have just enough for the surgery, baby girl, you don't have enough, because even I have been very unprepared. How expensive this journey has been for me. I forgot to mention, I've had my faja now altered 2 times, and it's $30 per alteration so far, so I've spent $60 to get it altered. I just want to make it so clear that if you're gonna go through with the surgery, you got this, you're gonna be okay. Just make sure, I know you're not gonna feel like you can eat, but just eat, stay hydrated, make sure you're peeing. I would snack on crackers if I felt like I couldn't really eat because my throat was really messed up. I would eat fruit, but I was trying so hard to eat like solid foods. It was just really hard because I didn't have an appetite. Only on one night I was nauseous, and I took a nausea medication that I got through my doctor. Hope this video and my videos have been helpful to you. Hope me sharing my experience kind of helps you and encourages you a little bit to, like, you know, if you want to do this, just make sure you're healthy enough to do it, and do it. You're gonna be okay. You are gonna go through it. It's for at least a week. You're gonna go through it. After the 5th, 6th day is when even the 4th day, I was like already feeling better. But again, don't focus too much on that. Just know that every day you're hitting a milestone. Every day it's gonna get better, and you're gonna have your dream body, and you're gonna look so fucking good, and you're gonna be outside, and it's gonna be such a good time afterwards. And then you won't even, this is just gonna be a little speck, a little thing in your life, and you're gonna feel like so good, and you're gonna be like, I got my dream body, I did that, I am that bitch, because you are that bitch. But again, just do your research research on your doctors and where you go. Aftercare is the #1 thing you have to make sure you have as well. If you're traveling, you need to make sure you also have your care city wherever you're from. Make sure you got that also handled, not just out there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will in my next video be posting a review about what happened with the nurses and my doctor, because there was conflict and I was kind of just caught in the middle of it, and I was like, whoa, I did not expect any of this, and I was so thrown off, and it was really stressful. Had I known some of this, I might not have gone to Dr. Nassif, okay? He did, I just want to preface, he did amazing work, okay? So again, I will be talking about that in my next video, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. I know a lot of my content right now is about my BBL, but I do want to do more YouTube. I think it's so much fun, and I've been really enjoying it, and it's so fun to look back at things. And so I'm also going to be vlogging. Me and my man are going to be going to Sweethearts Night at Disney February 13th for Valentine's Day. I know it's not Valentine's Day, but that's going to be our Valentine's Day, and we're going to be vlogging it. So if you're interested in watching that, stay tuned, because it's going to be really fun. We're going to try out some food and see what it's about, because it's our first time going. I've never gone before. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my content, and I'll see you guys next time.